What's going on, guys? Thanks for getting us to 1,000 subs. So we're gonna have to do another giveaway soon. Actually, we'll be doing another giveaway, I think, on the 8th. Before you guys ask. Yo, hey, how you doing, Carlos? What's up, Elvis? Evil, what's going on, guys? So thanks for 1,000 subs. We are going to be doing another giveaway on the 8th at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. What's going on, Garcia? Yep, 1,000 subs. So we're creeping up. We'll probably be at 1,500 by the time we do the other giveaway. The last giveaway was won by this guy named Kevin. Yeah, he won. So he has his PlayStation. We're actually going to upload a video so you guys can see him him unboxing it. Yeah, so he already got his PlayStation. Him and his son have been playing. They enjoy it. So he's actually in our Facebook group. So you guys can see him there. Twisted, you guys win by being here. So when we go live, if you're not here, then you can't win. So we select the winner. You know, we select a random person, and if they're in the room, then they win, and we just send it to them. Yeah, thanks, Joshua. Yeah. Deanna, we give away game consoles. So every 500 subs, we give away either a Switch or a PlayStation 4 Slim or Xbox One S. Yeah, so there's no Pros and there's no One X's. Hey, what's going on, Jamila? How do we give it away, Twisted? We just give it away. Deanna, it's up to the winner. So it's whatever system they choose. So they have three options. They have the Nintendo Switch, they have the Xbox One S, or they have a PlayStation 4. And yeah, so it's whatever the winner wants. Well, Raphael, you shouldn't be hacking at Fortnite. You should just learn how to play better. Hey, I mean, we try, Garcia. Amazon's been really good to us. So I mean, we make a lot of money on Amazon, so we try to get back to people. But it's kind of getting out of hand. So like people are not on this live. The next console is going to be given away on the 8th. So July 8th at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You have to be in here. There's going to be rules in this video. No, we don't email them. If you're not here when we go live, that's it. Like, you can't win. You have to be in here when we go live. And we go live on Sundays at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the giveaway. Giveaway is going to be on the 8th, July 8th, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you're not here, you can't win. And those are just the times. Like, we do 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're not moving it, forward, or we're not moving it back. Like, if you can't be here, you can't be here. That means you can't win. McP Warrior, we actually ban people who ask for stuff. And that's the problem we've been getting. We get a lot of people in the comments like, I want a Switch, or give me a Switch, or give me a PS4, give me. And that's not the reason why we're here. The real reason why we started a YouTube channel is to help people with e-commerce. And the giveaway is just a side effect of that. The giveaway is just to say, like, hey, we want to get back to our supporters. But if we see that more people are just coming for the giveaway than actually, the e-commerce part, then we're just going to stop doing the giveaway for them and just do the giveaways for the people that are in our like Facebook groups and stuff. Josue, is that how you pronounce it? Josue. All you have to do is, like and subscribe, and we'll go live. And whenever we go live for the giveaways, you have to be here. You have to be here at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, July 8th. That's when we're going live. If you're not here, you can't win. So what happens is we select one winner randomly every 500 subs. So we'll go down the list of the people that are in the room. So if you're not in the room, then we're not going to select you. So the thing is, if you're underage too, if you're under the age of 18, we have to have a parent or guardian's consent to get your address to send it to you. If you guys don't have a parent or guardian to verify, then we can't send it to you either. And they have to verify through either Facebook or Instagram. Your parents have to have a Facebook or Instagram because we have to know that they are your parents and not one of your friends trying to talk on the phone. They have to have a Facebook. They have to have an Instagram. There's no exceptions to that. Like, you don't necessarily have to have a Facebook, but your parents do. Your parents have to have a Facebook or they have to have an Instagram. And if they don't, then we can't send it to you. By law, we have to have permission to send it to a minor. Raphael, if you win the PS4, I would hope that you won't hack in Fortnite. Jarrett's going pretty well. Ian, maybe if you win a Switch, cool. All right, as long as your parents have Facebook or Instagram, we're good. Jonathan, private chat would be okay, but it has to be your parents or a legal guardian. Like, there's no way around it. It can't be like an older sister or older brother. Like, it has to be a parent or a legal guardian, because we have to be able to verify who they are to get the address to send to you guys. We mail them. Jarrett, the first winner already got his. So the winner from last giveaway, Kevin, he already has his PlayStation. He did an unboxing video. Deanna, no, we're not going to announce the winner in this video. Guys, July 8th at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Right now, it's almost 8 o'clock where I'm at. It's Eastern Time. So 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, July 8th, we're going to be announcing the next winner. If you guys aren't here, you can't win. Just putting that out there, because we select from the people that are in the room. Like, so we don't just select from, of course, the console comes with a controller. It's brand new. Yeah, 7:52 here. Yeah, you're right. Well, it's 7:52 for me, and it's Eastern Standard Time, so you guys do the math. I mean, if you want, it's fine. It doesn't matter. You guys come back. No, your brother doesn't count, Garcia. It has to be a parent or legal guardian. Again, there's no exceptions. You guys have 5 minutes from the time that we announce your name to the point where you have to have a parent or guardian. So we give you 5 minutes. Like, we'll announce whoever the winner is, and they have 5 minutes to verify that they're either 18 or that they have their parent or guardian verify. So that's it. And when the 5 minutes are up, we move on to the next person who's going to win. So if you're underage, you better make sure that you have your parents here at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Can you have a translator? You can have a translator but your parents, it has to be, your parents talking. Like, I don't know how to break that to you, man. Like, that sucks, but those are the rules. Like, we don't change the rules because it has to be fair for everyone. They will contact us through Facebook or Instagram. Remember, I said that. Come on. Facebook or Instagram. They have to have a Facebook or Instagram, and we have to be able to verify that it's them. Twisted, yeah, you go ahead. You could be back. Remember, guys, July 8th at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you're not here, you can't win, because we pick from the people that are here. We don't just pick out of all of the out of all of our subscribers. We only pick from the people that are in the room. So if you're in here, you're eligible to win. If you're not, that's it. And if you guys come afterwards, done. Carlos, good, because we had a huge issue with that last giveaway where people couldn't get their parents. It's going to be on the 8th because some people are going to be going out of town for, the 4th of July weekend. Your mom goes to work at 11:30 and your dad goes to sleep at 11. It's 1 p.m. in the afternoon. Jonathan, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, July 8th. 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, July 8th. 1 p.m. in the afternoon, Eastern Standard Time, July 8th. So, I don't know how to make that any clearer. Look on the world clock. Basically 1 p.m. New York time, July 8th. 1 p.m. That's definitely afternoon. Like 1 a.m. would be night, but 1 p.m. Yeah, well, I'm not staying up to 1 in the morning just to give a console away. Just no, I'm not gonna do it. That's it. We just started the channel like 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, something like that. So we haven't been on YouTube that long. And we started it because we were getting a lot of questions from people asking us to coach them on how to build a 6- and 7-figure Amazon store. So we decided we were going to start a YouTube channel to help people build their Amazon stores, Amazon and Shopify stores. Shopify is going to take a huge beating in a little bit, but we'll talk about that in the video. You can't wait to see who wins. There was like 5 winners last week, and no one could verify. Like I'm pretty sure we selected like four people before we ended up getting to Kevin. It was like 4 people, and no one could verify. It was bad because you got 5 minutes to get your parents to verify. Like 5 minutes is a pretty good amount of time, but nobody could verify. It was bad. Make sure you guys mark it down in your calendars, man. July 8th at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Josu, the easiest way is to find an audience. You find an audience and just cater to that particular audience. Like, don't just put up random stuff unless you're Jake and Logan Paul. Or do really, really interesting things. We do e-commerce, so that's what we focus on. But we also do the giveaways, and the giveaways is why a lot of people come. They come for the giveaways. They don't necessarily come for the e-commerce. So we're debating on how we want to do that. We don't know if we want to keep doing the console giveaways on our YouTube channel, or if we want to do them for like the people that get in our groups. Video, that'll be July 8th, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. July 8th, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Deanna, we do a lot of e-commerce. So we have multiple Amazon stores, and we have a Shopify store, and that's what pays for all the console giveaways. So we're 6-figure Amazon sellers. So we do multiple 6 figures every year selling on Amazon. And yeah, of course we pay for shipping. Yeah, we send it to you guys. Like, we pay for the shipping. Instagram is 2 Dudes Crew. So the number 2 DOODZ CREW, 2 Dudes Crew. Yeah, I don't know what you would ask if we pay for shipping. We definitely pay for shipping. Like, we're not just going to be like, oh, you guys got to pay for shipping. Here's a console. It's kind of not fair, I don't think. Garcia, yeah, some people are fake, but we definitely aren't. So we're going to upload the video with Kevin. He got his console yesterday, I think. And no, yesterday or the day before. It was one of the 2 days. And he went ahead and he did an unboxing video for us. So he won, and he got his console. Deanna, my favorite color is Octane Blue. AGPA, what's going on? Carlos, I think I've said like a million times, man. Like, it's July 8th, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You were not paying attention. July 8th, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you don't know what Eastern Standard Time is, look up the time in New York. 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, July 8th. AGP, how do we have all the Amazon stores? You have to request them. So you can start one Amazon store, and if you have really good metrics, you can ask Amazon to open up another store. But that store has to have a completely separate bank account, and it cannot sell the same things. So we definitely recommend having multiple Amazon stores. If it depends on how big you're trying to grow. Like you can do 6 figures with one store, and we do 6 figures with one store. Like our newest store does about 14,000 a month right now, and we've had that store for maybe like 4 months, something like that. Yeah, so you can definitely do it. But we recommend having multiple stores if you want to make big money. We still work our day jobs though, because we like working our day jobs, and we're not sure if we want to dedicate like all of our time to Amazon, because it's a full-time job. We do a lot of drop shipping on Amazon, despite what people say. Everyone says don't drop ship on Amazon, but the way they do it is bad. You're not supposed to do it the way that they're talking about. If you do it the way that we're talking about, you'll be fine. And that way you don't have to go out and buy like all your products and then send them to Amazon. You can test, you can upload products, and if they sell really well, then you can go ahead and then FBA them and send them into Amazon. So there's a whole way to do it. We're actually coming out with some training to help you guys, because we get a lot of questions. We get a ton of questions about Amazon and like how to sell and what to sell and what to do and how much money can you make. Omar, we are the boss of our stores and stuff. Alan, before you ask, make sure that you're here July 8th at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the giveaway. July 8th, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we're going to be, not this Sunday, it's going to be July 8th, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. July 8th, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, because a lot of people are going to be going on holiday this weekend, so we don't want to like screw them over. My reaction to X getting shot. I mean, it's sad that he got shot for no reason. It's kind of stupid, but I mean, I didn't really listen to his music like that. Let's see. Hey Tracy, how you doing? You know, before you guys ask, yes, we cover shipping. So you don't have to pay for shipping or any of that. We just ship it to you. If you're underage, you have to have your parents around. They have to verify that we can send it to the address, because yes, we actually banned several people from the giveaway, because all they do is go in the comments and they spam and say, I want to switch, I want to switch, I want a PlayStation, I want this, I want that. So they go on all of our videos. Like the giveaway video, like sure, you know, you can post about wanting a Switch or something. But if you're going on like all of our other videos talking about e-commerce and stuff, we usually just ban you. Like we've told some people like stop. We've been like, yo, stop. Like don't do that. And they continue to do it. So we end up banning them. We had one guy message us on Facebook like all day. MP, yo, I said it several times, man. July 8th, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's actually in the description of this video. Deanna, we usually give people a few minutes. We try to give them like 15 minutes to get in the room, because we know some people have stuff to do or they're busy, but you know, like 1:15 is like the hard cutoff. Like we generally say like, yo, you have to be in here, because it's not fair to the people that do show up at like 1 o'clock. People should be able to read, man. The rules are in the description of this. The rules and the time are in the description. And we'll go live again. We'll go live leading up to that. We'll probably go live sometime next week, like maybe next Wednesday, next Thursday, to remind people that the giveaway is indeed at that time. Someone asked, where's Dan? Dan is actually at his house. Oh, Jonathan, yeah, Dan's at his house. Carlos, it's twofold. Like, yeah, we're nice people and we don't mind doing giveaways, but we thought the giveaways were going to be for a different purpose. We were going to be doing, we talk about e-commerce, so we thought we were going to have a really big e-commerce audience. So we'd be giving consoles to people that are interested in e-commerce. But instead, we're getting more people that are just interested in the console. So we're trying to figure out how to mitigate that. We want more people focused on e-commerce on our channel, not just people who are interested in giveaways. There's nothing wrong with you guys, coming for the giveaways and stuff, but our main audience is people that, sell on Amazon or Shopify or eBay, because those are the people that we want to help out. So I mean, giving out consoles to you guys, I guess it helps out, but like really, we want to help the people that are struggling, trying to make extra money. I've never played Fortnite. Never. Not once. I've never even seen people play it. Just not my thing. Yeah, I play AGP. Yes. Amazon can be. Does the console have a guarantee? It's guaranteed to get to your house. I don't know. I guess. AGP, Amazon, it can be tough. Shopify is hard. So anybody who's trying to start a Shopify store right now, the way Facebook's going, where they're going to allow users to rate your ad, and if it's terrible, you're going to be screwed. You guys are going to be paying so much money to advertise, to reach more people and get your conversions. Like it's going to be terrible. Omar, yeah, we're nice people, but we want to get Amazon, like e-commerce people, to the page, which is kind of why we do the giveaways, just to show people that you can make money selling online. Like, it's not easy, so if you guys look at other YouTube channels that talk about like Amazon FBA or Shopify or stuff like that, like it's not as easy as they make it sound. Like, it's very, very difficult. Dan used to have a cat and he got rid of it, and right now I have actually I have 2 cats, and it's a long story on how I got both of them. One of them belongs to the mother of my children, and it's been here for a while now. I don't think it's going anywhere. And then there's the other one that I bought for my kids. It was a kitten when I got it, because the main cat got away, ran out the front door, and we didn't think the cat was coming back. So I got my kids a kitten, and the main cat came back the day that I got the kitten. So now I have 2 cats. One of them has to go. Like, I'm not a cat person. I don't really like cats whatsoever. Like, and right now they're over there fighting. It's ridiculous. AG arbitrage is nice, and there's people that do big numbers with retail arbitrage, but it's very difficult. And now that Toys R Us is gone out of business, that takes away a main supplier for you if you're doing that. Your first Amazon FBA shipment, the one thing that I would recommend is run PPC. You don't necessarily have to do giveaways unless you want to. We don't necessarily do giveaways just because we don't think that it's worth it, and it's artificially inflated. So when you see those guys on other YouTube channels that show you these big numbers, from like day 1, day 2, where they're like, oh, I did $20,000 in 4 or 5 days, it's because they gave away all their product. Deanna, the cat's running around right now, and I'm not about to go grab one. One time, just I don't know what to tell you, man. You got to make sure it's the right address. Hey, what's up, Cringe? It's good to see you again. Your first shoe, man. Hey, but back to AG. Don't give away all your product. Like, in order to do a giveaway, we always recommend that you have double the shipment that you're willing to give up. So let's say you order 300 units, we would recommend getting 600 units because you're going to have to give away like 300 of them. And that's why we don't really do giveaways, because it's wasted product. Like, yeah, it helps you rank, you know, faster, kinda, but you know, at what cost? Because now you have to spend more money to get more product even quicker, and you don't necessarily have that money. So you bought 300 units, you know, you give away 150 of them at, you know, like for 99 cents basically. So now, you know, you're not bringing in any capital because you gave them away for so cheap. You know, where you're going to get the money from to re-up. Jonathan, we make tons of money on Amazon. We own several Amazon stores. And currently we own 4 Amazon stores and we do over 6 figures. If we added more products, we could do 7, but it's very, very time consuming. Like we're just 2 people and then we still have virtual assistants and stuff like that. And it's very, very tough. You know, like if you're trying to have Amazon be your main source of income, like it can be like we could probably quit our jobs and just do Amazon full time, but it's time consuming. It's very time consuming. Like there's really no gray area. Like we'd be focused on Amazon all the time, and we don't necessarily want to do that because right now we focus a lot. Like I spend around 2 hours a day running Amazon. Like when I come home from work and like my kids go to bed and all that stuff, I'll just focus on Amazon. AG, we have 3 VAs right now, and they work out pretty well. One of them at first was kind of rough because we do such a large volume of drop shipping on a lot of our stores. So imagine when you first get a VA and they don't know what suppliers to go to order the product. Like it was tough. You know, like getting that VA up to speed was very, 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 very hard. VA, which stands for virtual assistant, Josie, just in case you were talking about. So how many subs will we stop doing the giveaway? We don't know yet. I'm not sure. We might just keep going. We might do it indefinitely. I mean, we make enough money to keep doing it indefinitely, but it just depends. If we don't get the audience that we want, then we're going to stop doing it and just do giveaways for people that get in our course, whatever. Avilio, I don't know. I mean, if it goes to the wrong house, like there's nothing that we can do. That means somebody got a free console that wasn't you. Sorry. But yeah, AG, we definitely recommend getting a VA when you start doing enough volume. Like at first, you're not going to need a VA because you still have to learn how it all works, like through the whole supply chain. So we don't recommend getting a VA until you start doing some real volume and you actually need the help. Like we needed the help just because we're only 2 people, and you know we were running multiple stores, and you know you're trying, like let's say, because with FBA you don't have to worry about it. You know, Amazon handles all that. What they don't tell you is that if the product gets to a customer and they open it and don't like it and they want to return it, like Amazon doesn't take that return back. They send it back to you. So you have to do like an authorization, or they toss it in the trash and you don't want that. What's up, Leb? So just be mindful of that when you're doing FBA. There's a lot of stuff that goes into doing Amazon FBA, and there's a lot of things that go into drop shipping. So with us, you know, we might have between all of our stores, you know, between all 4 of them, I think we might do like 150 to 200 orders a day. So imagine having to place 150 to 200 orders a day. Like, you know, we're only 2 people, and Dan handles like all of the yeah, Dan will be here July 8th. Yeah, he'll be there for that one. You know, right now he's at his house right now. But anyway, AG. So imagine placing 150 to 200 orders from your supplier every night. That's really, really tough because Dan handles like all the business side of things, like all the finance and stuff. Because I can't stand that stuff. I hate it. It's like I'm not the greatest at it because I get really frustrated and I don't feel like dealing with it. I'm like, yeah, I'd much rather just pay an accountant and do it all. But Dan handles that, so I make sure that we make the money, and he makes sure that we keep our money. Wait, what if your mom has a PO box? Oh, a PO box? We'll just send it to the PO box. No matter what's going on, gamer. Leb, you don't necessarily have to be 18 to make money on Amazon. You just have to have someone who's 18. Like if your sister or your mom like started an Amazon store, I mean, you could figure out what products you want to sell. Then you could tell them, what to put on there, what to list. But yeah, you have to be 18. Like you can't sell because you're underage. But yeah, like if you wanted to start making money online, uh, the easiest way to do it is to do affiliate marketing, and that's by like start a YouTube channel, get some affiliate links, put them in your product descriptions. I mean, in your video descriptions, and hope people click them and buy those offers. Or you could do what we did and get into Amazon, like, and start drop shipping on Amazon first. And then when you see that those products are doing really well, convert them to FBA and then send them in. Then you can private label them. So like, let's say this shirt, for instance, you could drop ship this shirt. You can find a supplier that makes this type of shirt. And then whenever someone places an order on Amazon, you would just place an order with your supplier, and the supplier would send the shirt to your, the supplier would send the shirt to the customer. And if you get a lot of sales, then that's a really good product. So you would go to the supplier and say, hey, I want to take, I want those shirts, but I want them sent into Amazon. In order for YouTube to pay you, you have to be monetized. So you have to have 1,000 subs and 4,000 watch hours, not watch minutes, watch hours. Why are we only announcing winners live? Because that's just the way it works. Like, we don't think it's fair that, we would have, like, let's say 10,000 subs, and then we pick, one out of those 10,000, but that person that we pick never watches our videos, is just never around. That's not fair. So we only pick from the people that are in our live feeds. So if you're in our live feed, awesome. You have a chance to win. If you're not, kind of sucks to be you. We run as an S corp. So we have a LLP, limited partnership. Yeah, like, we don't, well, you could run as a sole proprietor, but it gets kind of tricky. Dan handles all that stuff. But even when I was like doing Amazon on my own, I never wanted to run as a sole proprietor, because if you get sued, the onus is on you, not the company. So always set up an LLC and a business bank account. Yeah, there's only a few people in this live watching right now, and want to know why? Because it's the middle of the week, which is why we do it on Sundays. What's going on? Harry, there's the winner of the PS4 from last time. Yeah, Louis V, he's the winner. Jonathan, we usually give people 15 minutes. So July 8th, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you got 15 minutes to get in here. If not, that sucks. Nothing we can do about it. We're going to select a winner. If the winner has 5 minutes to verify that they are either A, of age, or have a parent around to give us the address and stuff. If they can't, then we move on to the next person. I think, let's see, Kevin was like the 5th person that we chose. We have never had such a difficult time giving out free stuff. Like, this is a whole console. Like, we're giving out a free game console. You would think that people would want to be here and follow all the rules to get it, but I guess not. Leb, you have 123 plus hours of watch time. You have 3,877 hours to go. Leb, not everybody. I know plenty of people that haven't bought their kids consoles. We only do one winner per round. So every 500 subs, we select one winner, and we only pull the winner out of the people in the room. So when we go live, if you're here, you have a chance to win. Like right now, if there was only 6 people in here and it was Sunday, July 8th or whatever, guess what? It'd be a 1 in 6 chance. Pretty good odds. Leb, it's whatever console. We just have the console shipped. It doesn't matter whether it's a Switch or Xbox One S or a PS4. It's whatever the winner wants. It is entirely up to the winner. So, if you want an Xbox, you can have Xbox. I'm not necessarily an Xbox fan, but whatever. Everything's brand new. We'll probably order it from either Amazon or Best Buy. No, we just buy them. Like, no, we're not gonna keep multiple systems at our houses, man. Like, we buy them as we need them. Like, when Kev won, we asked him what he wanted. We bought it at Best Buy and had him go pick it up from Best Buy. Yeah, I mean, if there's a store that's close by, like a Best Buy or something, we could just have you guys go pick it up from Best Buy or have your parents. Not you, because I mean, if you're underage, we just have your parents go pick it up. Makes it much easier. Avilio, if that's the case, then we would just order it at Best Buy and tell your parents to go pick it up from Best Buy. So that way you don't have to worry about shipping. Makes it much easier. If you're worried that it would get lost, we would just say, hey, tell your parents to go pick it up from Best Buy. We give them all the information to go pick it up. And there you go. You have a console if you win. But, there's no guarantee that you'll win. Because if you're not here, you can't win. So you have to be here. Stupid cat. Yes, I told you you were in here when I said that when I explained the whole story. There's two cats in here. One of them is the mother of my kids, her cat. Leb, yes, Leb, your mom did contact us. So yeah. So you are confirmed. So you got to be here July 8th at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you're not here, you can't win. And you already won last time, but your mom didn't get to us in time. AG, it's because they're young. It's because they're kids. Like, no offense to the kids, but they're kids. Like, who do you think generally wants, free consoles? Generally kids or parents who want them for their kids so they don't have to spend $300. Which is whatever, and that's why we're trying to decide if we want to continue doing the consoles for the people on our YouTube channel, or do we want to do the giveaways for the people that get into like our Facebook groups and stuff? So it's debatable. Like, we're trying to figure out what's the best method, because we just have a bunch of people coming for the giveaways, which is fine. We can keep supporting that, but it's kind of like, all right, they're just here for the giveaways. They don't really add too much value as far as like ecom go. Like, I mean, the people that come for the giveaways do add value, themselves, because they're real people. But Leb, pretty sure I said July 8th several times. July 8th, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So not this Sunday, it would be the following Sunday, I'm pretty sure. Let's make sure. I'm pretty sure. Yep. Yep, it's the 8th. This Sunday is the 1st. It's going to be the 8th. The 8th. But yeah, so maybe we'll do giveaways for the people in our Facebook group, or we'll do them for people that like get into our course, because we're trying to finalize the course. We've been doing a lot of consulting, and it's very tiresome. So it's very, very difficult to consult with like 10, 15 people at a time. So like there'll be days where, like, right now is like the one day where I like haven't scheduled anybody to come over, because I have people that I have to coach and get their stores up. Like, you actually get to meet one of the students, Kara. She was actually my first, and she asked me some questions in a Facebook group once, and I'm like, hey, like, I sell on Amazon. If you have any questions, I can help you out. So I got her started selling. It was like 4 o'clock in the morning, actually. Now that I think about it, I was so mad. Don't tell her that. I was pissed. I was so mad, because I was up at like 4 o'clock in the morning helping her get her product up. But she ended up getting sales in like 10 hours. Dan's at his house. Yeah, we don't live in the same house. Like, we don't have a big party house. How do we get our ad out there, Leb? You pay for it. You pay for your ad to get out there. Yeah, AG. So her first month she did like 1,400, and that's off like one cheap product, super cheap. I think she was selling them for like $8.99. But it's a fad. Well, I can't say fad, it's a trend. Like, it's a very trending product. So she did really well for herself with just one product. Like, I had to give it to her. Like, I wasn't expecting it to do so well. I was like, oh, she might make like $600-700, but she did double. It was pretty awesome. So now she has it down. She does a lot of drop shipping, but she's probably going to come up this weekend so that we can talk about converting it to FBA, because she's doing enough sales volume that if she sent it into Amazon, she went FBA, she'd probably do double with just that one product, because it's such a trending product right now. Mm. Yeah, AG, that's the thing. You guys have to realize that Amazon, you will make money because of the natural traffic. So, um, later, Carlos. So I'm a software engineer by trade, and Dan's a network engineer. So we know a lot about how algorithms work. Like, I write algorithms for work. And the A9 algorithm is not designed to let you fail. So when everyone says like, "Oh, the algorithm sucks," and it prioritizes this, like, it prioritizes sales velocity over everything else. So if you peel back all the layers, and you try to sort through, the algorithm isn't designed to make a seller fail. If your product sucks, then yeah, you're going to fail. But the algorithm is designed to help you. So case in point, when you're drop shipping, initially you can't run paid traffic because you have to have the buy box for your product in order to run paid traffic. And a lot of people don't know that. But when you drop ship, you're basically merchant fulfilled. So on a new account, you don't have that option. You have to wait until Amazon verifies your account. So it takes like anywhere from 90 days to 120 days or longer for Amazon to do an audit to make sure that your account's in good standing. So when you're brand new, you don't get to run paid traffic. You're just out there in the cold. Like, doing giveaways really doesn't work because it takes like 2 weeks for your product to get to your customers. But if you have good products, people will generally wait. So they wait in our case. But so the A9 algorithm will place they'll place your product in prime location. So when we first started our very first store, we Louis, I'll get to your question. We ended up not being able to run paid traffic, and we thought it was going to suck, but we ended up getting sales because Amazon will take your listing, and even though if you search, you'll probably be on like the 6th or 7th listing, depending on how like hot that niche is. But they'll move you all around. So they'll move you to like the 2nd page, the 1st page. And sometimes it'll be super late at night. Like, we would get sales, it'd be like 1 o'clock in the morning. And that's just because they were showing us to like West Coast people as opposed to the East Coast people. And then over time, as you start making sales, the algorithm will start bumping your listing up. So it'll say, "Oh, these people are making some sales. Let's go ahead. Let's bump their listing up and let's help them, sell some more because we're making some money off them." And that's how that worked for us. Like, you don't have to do giveaways and all that stuff. We didn't get PPC for our products for actually, it took less than 90 days for us to get reviewed, but that's because we had really good metrics. All right, Kevin. So realistically, what a person can make in like 6 months, we're kind of an outlier case. So we're edge cases. So typically you're not going to do 5 figures a month within like 45 days. It's just not going to happen. No, we don't have pros in a giveaway, man. If you look at the comments that I did, it's Slims, Xbox One S's, and Nintendo Switches. We're not doing pros or the X, because why? Well, we spend so much money for people who are only here for giveaways. Realistically, Kev, like, I would say, you could probably do maybe 2 or 3K a month if you have good products and you have good listings. You could do like 2 or 3K a month. So in 6 months, you could do 5 figures pretty easy. No, Lev, I don't go out a lot. I have kids, and I run an Amazon business. So like, we're really busy. Like, we're busy all the time. Like, we never stop working. Even on the weekends, we're still getting orders. Like right now, I have orders to place. So yeah, and I have to get to the gym in a little bit. But you could definitely do 5 figures, Cab. You could definitely do 5 figures. Like, potentially, if you have enough products, you could do 5 figures like your first month. But you'd have to have a real big product spread. Like, if you were drop shipping like we did, well, like we do still, you would need, let's see, we started doing 5 figures right around like, I think we have 40 or 50 listings up. Leb, I can't really recommend a console. It depends on what you want. Like I'm a PlayStation guy because I like certain PlayStation titles. Like I like playing God of War and stuff like that. So that's why I got a PlayStation. And more people play on PS4 than they do Xbox. PS4 outsold Xbox One 2 to 1. So there's double the PS4s out there than there are Xboxes. So if you do the math, there's twice as many people to play with on PlayStation. But Kev, it just depends on what you're trying to sell to. It depends on the niche. Like if you're like doing some way out there product, like chances are you're not going to sell too much, and you'd probably have to FBA it, or you'd have to wait a little while to get that sales velocity up. Like I said, I'm a PlayStation guy. Like the PlayStation controller, it just feels better. I mean, Xbox isn't bad, but PlayStation controller just feels better to me. It's personal preference. Louis, yo, we definitely recommend kids stuff. I wish I had one of those. I wish I had one of the first products that we started that made us like over $11,000 in like 1 month. Like I kid you not. Like we're actually gonna do a video on that. Like do like a walkthrough to show you guys like the actual product and the sales figures and stuff like that. Because we don't sell it anymore. We ended up getting out because we made all of our money and then it got saturated. So we went from making like 13, 14,000 a month with just this one product down to like 2 or 3,000. And at that point, it just really wasn't worth it. It was a hot product. Like we definitely caught it at the right time. Like and it was for my youngest daughter. It was for at the time she was a newborn. She was like a month old or something, and her mom was like, "Oh my god, I really want this," blah 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 blah. And these things are like $60. They're like $60, per pair. They're expensive, like $60. But I was buying them like every other week, and then I realized I'm like, wait a second. I was like, I'm pretty sure I can find a supplier to make these. So I did. I found a supplier and was like, "Yo, can you make them look like this and this and this and this?" And we were getting them for like $3 or $4 a piece shipped. So people are paying $60. We're getting these things for like $4. I think our first batch cost us like $6, $6 per pair shipped, and we were selling them for $34.99. So Amazon took their cut because we had them FBA at that point. We sent them in Amazon, but Amazon took their cut, which I think they have a flat 15% fee. But like we were making a killing on them, like an absolute killing. I think Amazon was taking FBA fees for I don't know, we were taking like $10, something like that, 10, $11 for them, but we didn't care because we were making so much money. It was fantastic. Like it was one of the best products that we've had. Like I mean, we have some pretty good products now, but I can honestly say that was like our home run product. Like that thing killed it. And the only reason I started is because I was so mad I was paying so much money for it. And somewhere else. I'm like, man, this is way too much money. I was like, but I know if I'm paying it, a lot of other people are paying this price too. So I said, screw it. So I'm just gonna make it happen. And so I did. Found a supplier and was like, yo, can you make this? And he was like, yeah, sure. Which of you guys edit your videos and which one sets up the camera? Neither one of us does the editing. Like I take that back. Like I might edit 1 or 2 videos, but I hate editing. We have a videographer that edits. We're actually going to be interviewing another videographer this weekend on Sunday because we're going to shoot some ads. We have to shoot a couple ads, and then we have to shoot like a new giveaway video and stuff. So we have to shoot a couple ads for Facebook, a couple for YouTube, so we can get more people to come to the channel that are interested in e-commerce. Yeah, man, because we did all this work, like, we wrote an ebook and like set up training and all this stuff for people. So we just have to finish up the package so people can go check it out. So we've been really, really busy. That's why we have a videographer. Like, I mean, I have a camera here at the house. I just set it up and, we just roundtable. We sit down on the couch and then just go through our videos. Like, that's really all you need. In order to get views, like, you don't have to do anything crazy. If you look at guys like Tanner J. Fox, like he just talks from his webcam. He just does this. He just talks from his webcam and he has 100 and something thousand subscribers. He just, he has good content. He knows what he's talking about. But AG and Kevin, like you guys can do the same thing. Like you can find products that, make you 12, 13,000 a month. Like I think one of our products, does like I can't well on this store, it's like our hero product, but it does around 5 or 6 thousand on its own every month. So all you need is good content. That's why Kevin David is so popular. No, we do not have a special place for making videos. Like we might start doing videos like out on the deck or something, but it just depends. We have to have like a better setup. I've been debating on like, do I want to build like kind of like a studio for it or whatever. I was like, does it really matter? Or do people care about the content most or do they care about the presentation most? Some people care about presentation, some people care about the content. How did our channel start off? Slowly, just like everybody else's. We talk about e-commerce, man. That's what we do. We sell on Amazon. We have a Shopify store. Like that is our bread and butter. That's what we do. We're e-commerce guys. Louis, it happens more often than you guys realize. Like, because since we drop ship, that's how we test products. Like that's our secret. Like we drop ship a lot of stuff on Amazon, and everyone's like, "Oh, you can't drop ship on Amazon," which is completely false. It's not against the terms of service as long as you're the seller of record. You're not drop shipping from like Walmart or something and telling your customers, like, "Oh, I got it from Walmart. Go to Walmart." Um, so yeah, but it's a way to test. Like when people build Shopify stores, they run a bunch of Facebook traffic to a lot of different products and they test. With Amazon, it's natural traffic. Amazon, people go to shop on Amazon. They're not going to like message their friends on Amazon like they would on Facebook. People are going to Amazon to shop. So when you have your products listed, Amazon will give you that natural traffic. People will start seeing your product listings. And when you find products that are selling a lot, those are the products that you should switch over to FBA. Those are the ones that you go to your supplier and you're like, yo, can you make this in big enough quantities with these like labels and this packaging and stuff, and then you send it in, and that way you don't have to come out of pocket for testing. Like it kind of takes a little while because drop shipping traffic, you can't run PPC. Well, not once your account gets audited, then you can. So like our Amazon account got audited, and all Amazon does is like they don't even tell you, like they don't even say that you've been audited. You'll just go in there one day and all your listings will say like you have the buy box, and that's when you know that you've been audited. And then you can start running paid traffic. But yeah, but when you start getting sales on those products, that's how you know it's a hot product, and that's when you can convert to FBA, so you can start running paid traffic if your account hasn't been audited just yet. Lab, my hobbies. I'm a big car guy, so I love doing car stuff. Anything to do with cars. Like I go to the racetrack a lot, go karting to keep my skills sharp when I'm not at the racetrack. So one of my cars, I'm dropping a motor in. My Evo needs another motor, so it's getting a motor right now. I just haven't had time to finish it. And I have a Focus RS, and that's in a garage, but it's dirty right now, so I got to wash it. And Dan has he has like a whole buttload of cars. AG from a lot of places actually. It's not just Ollie. We'll do like DH Gate, and then a couple other like suppliers we found on Alibaba. We like pay through PayPal. So one of our suppliers that we talk about in our training, like this dude is on point. Like we pretty much use him for almost everything because we can just upload a CSV file. So basically upload an Excel file to him, like, yo, these are what we need. These are the products. These are the addresses. Boom, boom, boom. And then he'll be like, all right, it's going to cost this much. We pay him, and then he gets all this stuff shipped out, and then he'll give us all the tracking information. But yeah, we do from AliExpress sometimes. And it works out quite nicely. It's easier to do that on Amazon. It's easier to sell from AliExpress on Amazon than it is from a Shopify store. Because with a Shopify store, you have to run paid traffic. But the way that people do it is completely wrong. So what they'll do is they'll build a Shopify store and then they'll run ads for products, just for their products, and they'll go directly to a product page. So that's not the way it works. Like when someone runs an ad and it's like, oh, here's this product, free shipping. Okay, like sell it to me. So generally what we recommend, shipping time, not so much actually. So you build in your shipping and handling time. So you can go to when you create your product listing, you go to handling and you set your handling dates. We usually do about 6 or 7 days handling time. And then we just add the maximum amount of shipping time that we can, which I think is like 14 days or something like that. But it generally gets there quicker. We just give ourselves a little time buffer. Every now and then, like you might have a late shipment, so you get dinged, but like we might have one late shipment every 2 months or something. So it's really not that big a deal. And even then, like we just go to the customer, we're like, hey, we're so sorry it's late. We'll give her a full refund if we have to, just to keep them quiet so we don't get a negative review. Which, it's a cost of doing business. But when you're doing like $15,000 a month, what's $40 to give back to somebody? We generally don't get too many refunds either. I mean, yeah, too many refunds. Every now and then, like, we might have one or two, refunds come in during the week, but, we're doing on just like one store might do 150, 200 orders every week. Dan might go live from his place. It just depends. I know he's going to be getting ready to move soon. He's going to be moving closer to here because right now he stays up in North Jersey near New York. So he'll be moving out here back to PA. This is where he's from. But yeah, AG, shipping time really isn't a factor. As long as it's a good product, people will wait for it. And, we do bundle. I'm telling you right now, the key to success on Amazon, bundle. Bundle everything that you can. If you're selling a high chair, include like free bibs or free bottles or something like that. Things that kind of coincide and go together. Like never just sell your product by itself. Always bundle it with something, and then just factor in the cost in your selling price. It is the easiest way to get sales. Easiest way, and make sure you get really good product photos. Really good product photos. That's what we do. Even though we drop ship, we get product photos. Yeah, make sure they get packaged together. So, case in point, we had one of our products was a baby toy. So at the time when we were selling that baby toy before like a bunch of cheaper people came in, we were doing a toy bundled with like baby bibs. So at one point we had it bundled with baby bibs, and then we had a problem with the supplier, and he couldn't, do the bibs anymore that we wanted. So we ended up switching over to like a set of onesies. Then we had like another toy that we bundled with a smaller toy. So, that's how that works. You just package them together, and they'll be listed under one ASIN. So you just use one UPC code for your bundled product. Works out great. That's what I recommend though. In order to like hit a grand slam every single time, bundle. Even if you're drop shipping on Shopify, you should always bundle something. You can do bibs and diapers. Diapers be kind of hard, not unless you're selling like a really big product. So if you're selling like a high chair or something, yeah, bibs and diapers you can never have enough of. But like bundling diapers with it, like you would lose money unless you have a really high ticket item. So if you're selling like a high chair, like a really custom high chair, like high end, you could include like a pack of diapers for free or something, and just have them bundled together. But like I generally don't recommend starting off with heavy products for your first couple products. Lab, we try to help everyone start businesses. That's what we do. We're e-commerce guys. Like we're two normal everyday people that run 6-figure Amazon businesses. So like we want to help people get there because, like no one helped us. Like we asked a billion questions and like everyone basically was just like, oh, you should do this. Like we got a ton of advice from people that had never sold online ever. So if you go into like a lot of the Facebook groups and go into the forums, it'll be a bunch of people offering ideas that have never sold before. Or if they have sold, all their knowledge is based on their giveaways or their one product. Like they'll have one product that was like a home run, and then after that it fizzled, and I don't have anything else. I don't have an actual business. Leb, yeah, you guys are mostly underage, which is why we're trying to combat that. We're trying to figure out how do we get more people interested in e-commerce who are of age, because most of you guys just come for the giveaways. So not saying that that's bad or anything, but it's you guys really aren't our core audience. Because number one, you guys aren't doing any type of e-commerce. You guys aren't interested in e-commerce. So it's kind of like, what are you guys here for? You're just here to get a free console, which, whatever. But that's not who we're here for. We're here to help people, do e-commerce. These guys want to actually make money. So, we're trying to help them make money. Because like most of you guys, I mean, you don't have to. Yeah, there's tons of info out there. Not all of it's correct though. And that's what we found. We do giveaways besides games in our Facebook group, and that's generally for people that want to learn about e-commerce. Those are smaller giveaways though. They're not like consoles or anything. Like we'll like when we release a training and stuff like that, we'll probably focus more on like doing giveaways for people that support us. Like not saying you guys don't support us or anything, because you guys do subscribe and stuff, but like the people that support, like actually support us, like buy consulting time or whatever, like we'll be doing giveaways for those people. No, we don't have Twitter. I'm not a fan of Twitter. So right now me and Dan are debating on how we're going to do that. We don't know if we're going to keep doing the console giveaways in here, or we're going to do like iPad giveaways for people that buy consulting time, or get into a course when we create one or whatever, because that's only fair. Those are people that really, really care. Those are the people that really put forth the effort. Those are the people that have invested in themselves. So, we want to give back to those people. AG, I wish we could give you all the answers and stuff, but like people pay us to get all the answers. Like they pay us to do all that stuff. It's time consuming. That we will help as much as we can. Louis, yeah, well, like my son is gonna get into it. He's 11. Well, he'll be 11 in a couple weeks. He's on the 6th. So he is going to he wants to start like his own little Amazon thing. So we'll probably set up a store for him, in like a year or two, once we feel that he's more mature, and he'll figure out what products that he wants to sell, and then we'll, kind of like help put them out there. But yeah, so that'll be like his first job. I don't think we'll do drop shipping for him because he couldn't handle it. We'll probably do FBA, so he'll, pick the products that he wants, and then we'll we'll FBA him, and then he'll just, off the sales that he makes, he'll just pay us back. So give him like $1,000 to buy some products, and then put them out there and be like, look, what keywords? Yeah. I mean, like I want him to get a job. Like he'll probably still get a job, but it's just to teach him how to do it. Teach him how to, like make a way for himself. Because I mean, if he figures out the key to success, and he's making a ton of money, and like, he's already won at that point. Dude, I don't know. Someone's screaming outside. It's a dog, I think. Man, he picked it up on a mic. That's crazy. Yeah, somebody's dog or something. I don't know. Someone's dog out there in the woods, behind the house getting eaten up. But yeah, Leb, he is 11. Well, he's about to be 11 on the 6th. So in another year or two, I think he'll be ready. And then we'll, set him up. And he'll just follow whatever trend. He'll find products that he wants to sell. We'll FBA him, and then, cut him in on the money. So all the profits he makes, like, of course, he'll have to pay us back, but then we'll just run everything. We'll get a virtual assistant, and he'll, try to run it and see what he can do with it. If it fails, it fails. Leb, that's because we ran, we have giveaways. That's the only reason that we're doing so well so quickly. It's plain and simple. People want free stuff, and if you're giving them free stuff, they'll come and support you, which is kind of, it's twofold. Be a full-time YouTuber. YouTube ad revenue is not all that unless you have a massive channel. Like you have to have a really, really big channel, and you have to be talking about stuff that people want to hear about. Like you can't be talking about like, the sky's blue. Tons of people I know play Fortnite. All right, AG. Yeah, I got to roll too because I got to get these kids down for bed. It's bedtime for them. $25 Amazon gift cards aren't enough. Actually, yeah, they are. Like you could do $25 gift cards. You're like, hey, giving out a $25 gift card to the person who comments such and such on this video, and you'll be just fine. As long as people are getting something, they don't necessarily care. But I mean, we just went big because we're like, yo, we wanted to grow quicker. Yeah, we just wanted to grow quicker than the average person. So we're like, hey, we'll do consoles. But you can do Amazon gift cards, and it works basically the same way. You could just do like one gift card, per video or something. If you do like a couple videos a week, you're fine. But you have to remember that like you're a kid, so you have to cater to kids. Because you don't when you run a giveaway, you don't run it like just put the giveaway on your page. Like you run it as an ad. So like you create the giveaway video and then you just advertise it, but it costs money. You'd probably be spending like $15-$20 a day to reach a ton of people. But what you do is you just focus on the content. So focus on the content, and then in the beginning of the video, but like, hey, the person, follow all the way to the end because we're going to be doing a $25 Amazon, gift card giveaway. And then they get to the end, and you give them you tell them a code or something, and just put the code in there. No, it's not. It's not a once pay. Like ads you're paying per day. It's expensive. It depends how many people want to reach too. Like when we start running traffic for like when we finish our course and stuff, we're probably going to be spending like $100-$200 a day, and that's not even a lot compared to some people. Some people spend thousands of dollars a day. Like big companies like Coca-Cola and stuff, or the ads that you see on YouTube. If you don't pay for YouTube Red like we do, these people spend thousands of dollars a day to reach tens to hundreds of thousands of people. Like if you guys are trying to make a ton of money and you want to make money really, really quick, you guys should have a really good product or a service, or do some consulting if you're an expert in something, and run video ads. Run video ads on YouTube and run them on Facebook. YouTube is real cheap right now, though. YouTube is it's super cheap. It's like 2 to 3 cents a view if you get the right audience. So imagine like 2 or 3 cents a view. That's not that expensive. You can get tons and tons of people to see your videos at like $100 a day. Like imagine that. Like you guys could get so many views, and that's potential customers. So imagine if you have a high ticket product, like let's say you're really, really good at something. Let's say you're really, really good at something that makes people a lot of money. Like let's say you're good at cryptocurrency. Let's say you made $100,000, in the crypto market. If you're really good with crypto, you could go and advertise that and create a cryptocurrency course. Be like, yo, I invested in EOS or NEO. I have all these trade signs. I know what I'm doing. Buy my course, blah, blah, blah. Like you could have a course for $900, $1,000. And if it's really good, people are going to buy it. And you just run paid traffic. You just run traffic at $100 a day to the right audience. And as long as your course is good, people will buy it. So you can make $1,000 a day easy doing a bunch of nothing besides running traffic to a course. But the course has to be good. Like you have to be providing value. Like you don't just create a course to create a course. Like for us, like we consult with so many people that we have to create a course. We have to give some type of training to people because we can't possibly deal with everyone. Like we got so many people in our Facebook message box and our Instagram DMs. You're gonna get a few cents. Like you might get $1. Estimated money for 3.1K views ad. Yeah, you're not getting that much. Like, bro, I'm telling you, YouTube ad revenue is not that much. Not anymore. Not since the ad apocalypse. 3.1, like you need 4,000 viewing hours and 1,000 subs. 4,000 view. Like when people say 4,000 viewing hours isn't that much, that's a lot of viewing hours. That's a lot. It's 24,000 minutes. And if people aren't watching your content, it's going to take you a long time to get there. Like maybe, like it might be $1, but realistically, like you're not making that much money. Not even like a little bit. You might make, let's say you get 1,000. Let's say if you do daily uploads and you get 1,000 views a day and you get $1. Okay. Cool. So you get 1,000 views a day. Yeah, you're right. It's not 20. It's not 24,000. You're right. It's 240,000 minutes. My mistake. But anyway, that's besides the point. The point is um, that YouTube ad revenue isn't all that much unless you have a ton of subs. Like even people like MKBHD, he has like 1,000,000 subs. He probably makes like $200,000 a year off his YouTube ad revenue, but he has 1,000,000 subs. 1,000,000 subs, over 1,000,000 subs. So like if you think you're gonna make hundreds of thousands of dollars, like you would need 1,000,000 to 2,000,000 subs. Like that's it. Like people don't really count on YouTube ad revenue. Like if you had around 60 or 70,000 subs and you had really good content, then yeah. Then you could potentially, make tons of, make a decent amount of money. You could make a few $1,000s a month if you had like 60 or 70,000 subscribers who were really, really passionate about what you were talking about. It could take you a year, it could take you longer. The important thing is just keep going with it. Like YouTube being monetized like doesn't matter much for us. Like we don't care about being monetized. It doesn't matter to us. So if we get monetized, awesome. If we don't get monetized, we don't care. Because it's not how we make our money. We make our money through Amazon. That's how we can give away that's how we can give away consoles and stuff like that. Like we don't make all our, like a lot of YouTubers, they make their money on courses and stuff like that. And we were successful long before like consulting or doing courses. Like we wanted to make sure that we had a solid foundation, that, that we knew what we were doing, that we were making money, on Amazon before we started teaching people how to do it. Because you don't want to teach somebody how to do something that you haven't proven. So something to think about. Yeah, it does, because YouTube has to do a review. So even if you hit 4,000 hours and 1,000 subs, like it could take 5 or 6 months after that, if not longer. So that's why I said we don't necessarily count on monetization. You could, but I mean, as a kid, you have a better chance of like selling stuff from Craigslist. That's what I recommend. If you're a kid and you don't have really any way to make money, the best way is to either sell a service like mowing lawns, washing cars, something like that. Get free stuff off of Craigslist. People give away stuff all the time on Craigslist. You can go to Craigslist and just look up free anything. You get that and you resell it on Craigslist, or you sell it on eBay, or you sell it on Amazon. And that's how you can make money. Like you can easily make $100 a day if you figure out how to do it. Avilio, we made a channel because we wanted to help more people. Because we help people locally, but that doesn't help a broad spectrum of people. Because there's a lot of misinformation out there. There's a lot of people that are like telling people the wrong thing to do when selling on Amazon. Some people have really good content, and then there's other people that have no idea what in the world they're talking about. They've never sold on Amazon at all. They just talk about stuff. Like there's, big YouTubers who are like, oh, we do $1 million on Amazon and blah, 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 blah. Like I did $1 million my first year. I was like, number one, in order for you to do $1 million, you're probably spending around $400,000 or $500,000 in product cost. Number one. And that's what nobody talks about. Like they don't talk about oh my gosh, like, it cost me $400,000 or $500,000, in product cost. And then you still have advertising and you still have all this stuff. So even if you do $1 million, even if you do $1 million on Amazon a year, you're at best bringing home like 300 and something $1,000 out of that. And that's before taxes. Like you still get taxed and everything else. The business pass through tax is nice now that Trump lowered it down to like 15%, which is cool, but you still got to pay $45,000 or like 40,000, something like that. So it's still a good chunk of change that you would have to pay in taxes, and you have to figure out where that $400,000 or $500,000 is going to come from in product cost, because you still have your PPC, which is your paid pay per click, which is Amazon's ad revenue, not ad revenue, but their advertisement setup. Doesn't matter. Make it happen. Like, it doesn't matter if they say no. There's always going to be one person that says yes, or you just have to have a service that they want. That's literally all you need. You need a service that people want. Like, washing cars is a service that everybody wants. So I recommend just getting some really good stuff. Get some really good products like Adams or Chemical Guys. Get a pressure washer and like a hose. And like, I mean, you could like pull it around in a wagon if you have to, or whatever, and be like, yo, I'll wash your car. Or you can put ads up on Craigslist. Like, you can list stuff on Craigslist for free. So just list your service on Craigslist. It's absolutely free. Say, car wash or whatever you're trying to do, mowing lawns, something. But washing cars this time of year is highly sought after. Like, I have a pressure washer and everything, and my neighbors want to use that all the time. Like, I could probably start a car wash business and just pay someone to do all the washing. Like, I wouldn't do the washing. And that's how you start. Start small. Either you cut the grass or whatever, and then, when you get enough business, you hire a friend or whatever, and be like, look, I'll give you this much money for you to go out and do this, because you already have the business. All right, so I'm going to tell you something that I tell my son all the time. And this is the best piece of advice that I could give anyone who's under the age of 18. Those people in your neighborhood, the people that you go to school with, high school is going to be the best 4 years of their lives. That's it. Like, once high school's done, they're nobodies. They are literally nobodies. Like, you guys are only popular and cool during high school. Like, after that, no one cares. I promise you, no one cares. Nobody. The real world starts. The real world happens, and then you have to go get a job. You have to, start paying bills. You have all these things. No one cares. Like, I was the biggest nerd in school. People made fun of me all the time because I read a lot. They're like, oh, you read a lot. I had a girl turn me down on a date because I had a big head and all this stuff. And she's like, oh, you don't have any swag. You're not cool. Guess what? She's been with the same dude from high school, and he still makes, I think, $12 an hour at a grocery store. I run a six-figure Amazon business. Our Amazon business does, through all of our stores, we do over $400,000 a year. This dude could never make, like, he'll never even make $400,000 in his lifetime. And we do that in 1 year. We do that in revenue in 1 year. It's all revenue. Like, we don't bring all that home. Like, if we were to stop doing everything right now, I'm like, we're shutting Amazon down at the end of the year, then all right, yeah, whatever. But like, I'm telling you, high school is the best 4 years of most people's lives, because you go off to college. You're a freshman when you go off to college. No one cares. No one cares about being popular in college, really. Nobody cares. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Nobody cares. Like, when I went to college, I mean, there was some cool kids for the most part, but they were like all the football players. They were all the basketball players, the guys that were probably going to get drafted. No one cares, because everyone's trying to get a job. Like, you go to college, like, you're going to study and potentially go start your career. And don't go for something stupid. Don't go for like criminal justice. Don't go, like, that's not going to get you a real good job. Like, what are you going to do with that? Fight crime? Be Batman? Yeah, criminal justice, unless you plan on being, you don't even need a criminal justice degree to be a cop. Like, criminal justice, if you want to apply to law school, you can, I mean, even political science, what are you going to do with that? Nothing. Political science, criminal justice, psychology. Psychology, you almost need a doctorate. You almost need a PsyD to get a good job in. You definitely need a master's to get an a good entry level position. Any kind of science, technology, engineering, or math, you pretty much write your own ticket. If you get an engineering degree, guaranteed you get a job. It's real easy. Robotics engineering. Don't believe that. Like, don't believe that 200 per year. I'm an engineer, and you're not making 200,000 a year as an engineer. Not unless you're like a top manager with bonuses. Your first job out of college, and it's 6 years. If it takes you 6 years to graduate college, you're lazy. It should take you 4 max. It took me 2.5 to get my bachelor's. I went to school all year round and was done. I went to Penn State. I went to Drexel at first, and then I transferred out to Penn State because I like the campus better. And it took me under 3 years to get my 4-year degree. So, how bad do you want it? I just wanted to get out because I had kids to take care of. I had to take care of my kids and make money, so that's why I did it so fast. But you're not making $200,000 a year. Don't listen to that crap. Biggest lie ever. Like it doesn't matter how long you go to school. Like if you go get your master's in robotics engineering, you're not making $200,000 a year. Like I work at the largest defense company on the planet with some of the most intelligent engineers that you'll ever meet. And I'm telling you this right now, you're not making $200,000 a year, your first job, your first engineering job. I promise you. I'll put the entire Amazon business on that. All $400,000 that we do every year, I promise you, you won't do 200,000. Even if you go get your master's, even if you stayed in school for 6 years and got your master's, like it doesn't matter about staying in school the maximum amount of time. Like 6 years, you could technically stay in school longer if you're stupid and just play around. Like your goal should be going, getting a piece of paper and getting out so you can go start your career or figuring out what you want to do with your life. And chances are your first job, you'll probably make around 65, 70,000. You're not going to make 200,000. Some places like Google, Apple and Google, you can make around 100 as a software engineer. You're not going to be, you might be a robotics engineer at one of those companies. It can make like 100,000, but 100,000 really isn't that much when you live in Silicon Valley. 100,000 that's like low income. That's the equivalent of making like $40,000 if you're living in San Francisco. Like you're considered low income if you live in some parts of San Francisco and make 100,000 a year. Like you can't even survive. You're paying like $2,300 a month in rent, if not more than that. Like it's very difficult. New York the same way. To live in Brooklyn, a good part of Brooklyn, it's about $2,200 for a studio apartment. So yeah, don't think you're making 200 a year. Don't even think you're making 100,000 a year. You'll probably make around 65, 70. That's what I started off as when I first got out. You plan to live solo till you're 30 in LA? Okay, good luck with that. Yeah, good luck living in a really nice place in LA and only spend, $1,000 a month. Yeah, good luck with that. Does it? Like I'm telling you from experience. Like Dan has lived in LA. He lived in Cali. He worked on a PlayStation Network. He used to work at Sony and worked on a PlayStation Network for a while. He worked on there for like a year, and they worked him to death. And he made a lot of money. A lot of money. Like 140, 150K. Made a ton of money. I mean, he had a real nice place in San Diego. A real nice place. But that's because Dan has experience. Like it's not like he was fresh out of college trying to get a $140,000, $150,000 job. It typically doesn't happen. You have to be the foremost expert, and like you would basically have to rewrite robotics in order for someone to give you $200,000 fresh out of college. You'd literally have to rewrite the whole book on robotics. Just going to put that out there. So, I mean, I'm not saying that you can't do it, but what I am saying is probably not going to happen. So have a backup plan. And you're talking about going for robotics. Have you taken any calculus classes? Have you taken any AP physics? If you haven't taken like thermodynamics or any of this, if you haven't even looked into it, you've already set yourself up for failure. It is one of the most rigorous courses ever. 30% of the people that apply to engineering are the ones that make it through. So 60% fall off. It's very difficult. It's very difficult. It's very hard. Like, I'm not saying that to discourage you. I'm just giving you the reality because no one tells you that stuff. Like no one ever says like, oh my God, is this hard to do anything? Like it's very difficult. And what makes it even more difficult is, you know, of course you haven't taken up any class. You haven't taken any classes. You're not in college yet. But if I was you, like, I would definitely figure out, what I'm strong at. So these are the things that you need to be really, 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 really good at if you're going to be a robotics engineer: physics, calculus, chemistry. You have to be really good with that. Robotics engineering, you'll probably take all the way up to Calc 3. You'll probably take Phys 2, maybe Phys 3. You're definitely taking Calc 2. You might even take electron physics. That stuff is tough. I know for a fact I failed my electron physics class in college. I know for a fact I failed it, but everyone failed the final. Everyone. So if everyone fails, they have to pass somebody. So they had to do it graded on a curve because it was so hard. It seems like every year you have a different interest. Yeah, that's fine, but like, figure out what you want to do. Figure out what you want to do and be done with it. Yeah. But anyway, I'm out. I gotta get ready to go. I gotta get my kids in the bed. I was supposed to get them in bed like a long time ago. So do what you guys do. I'm gonna be out. Remember, July 8th, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I don't know if anyone's gonna watch it all the way an hour and a half. But yeah, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, July 8th. We're gonna be doing the next giveaway. See you guys later.